G'day Internet, this is Craig and I'd like to welcome you to my PC gaming life, and to the rather morbid opening to the Game Kitchen's The Last Door. As you can see, The Last Door is a low-res pixel art point-and-click adventure with a fairly dark tone. I'm just going to play through the whole opening of the game here, as it sets the tone and premise of the game quite nicely. Forcing the player to perform this dark opening to the story is an interesting choice and quite a powerful one. By making you direct the action yourself, it puts you into the right mood for where the story is going. I love this opening title sequence. It really makes me feel like I'm watching something like a BBC drama, which for me is a really good thing. Carlos Viola has done a great job with the music. The music and the sound design really carry a lot of the mood of the game. While I'm playing the collected edition on Steam, the game was originally crowdfunded and then released episodically to backers, and I think this TV style opening works well for that. In later episodes they even have a previously on The Last Door style recap to remind you of what's happening. This section is just a click through and read the story bit. It's basically just setting up the protagonist before the game begins properly. So here's the game proper. It's fairly standard point and click stuff. The pointing hand shows where you can move to another scene. The magnifying glass lets you look at something in detail. The open hand shows when you can interact with an object, and left clicking with the crosshair moves your character around the scene. Clicking on objects allows you to use them and interact with other objects, like lighting a lamp in this case. Many of the scenes are quite dark and build the feeling of tension fairly well. And there are a few shock moments of weird horror, just to keep you a bit on edge, but I won't spoil any of those here. There are 4 episodes in this first collection, and each episode focuses on a different location. The second episode is set in a Scottish boarding school turned hospice. In In the third, you'll spend time wandering the streets and buildings in the backlots of London. And in the fourth episode, you'll be exploring another old school friend's house. There are also some short little extras which explore different aspects of the story that you've just played through. Each episode takes maybe about 45 minutes, so all told, you're probably looking at maybe 3 to 4 hours gameplay with this collected edition. And while that isn't necessarily a heap of gameplay, it does tell a fair bit of story, and it nicely sets up the story's continuation in the forthcoming Season 2, which I'm quite looking forward to. As a point-and-click adventure, there are a few puzzles to solve, but they really are fairly simple, or set up with sufficient clues so that none of them particularly slows down the flow of the story. And it really is the story that's the important part of this game. So if you enjoy engaging with dark horror stories of cosmic evil in the style of H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe, I'd suggest you check out The Last Door, and join me in looking forward to the next season. Until next time, don't trust the birds.